Hey everybody, it's Julianne from Cary Quilting Company in Cary, North Carolina. Today's Friday, December 27th, and today I have the amazing Echinacea kit to share with you. So we've been waiting on these kits for a while. They are now in the store. This is 14 yards of fabric in these kits, and let me just show you the pattern a little closer so you can see kind of what it's all about. This is an 80-inch square quilt, and it's really not as difficult as it looks because of the fabrics. So all this is by Anna Maria for FreeSpirit. But the interesting thing is the fabrics do a lot of the work for you. So we've got these giant patterns, and unfortunately the fabrics are not yet on sale because we're going to see exactly how many more kits we can get out of it. But I just wanted to share the detail in the fabrics with you so that you realize that, like the flower petals over here are not pieced. They are just strategically cut from the fabric that you get. Which is why you have 14 yards of fabric to make an 80-inch square quilt. So once you are done with your quilt, you will definitely have a ton of fabric left over, which is never a problem in my book. We do only have 5 of these for sale because the first 19 or so went pre-order. So they are already out in the mail. If you've ordered one, it's on its way. Right now we have 5 left, and then we're going to see if we can eke out a couple more kits for people. But if you like this quilt, today is the day to get it, and it is beautiful. Comes with the pattern, comes with, let's see, 14 yards and for the quilt top and the binding and the pattern, obviously. So that is the big news for today. And then we had one more question that came in yesterday, so I want to give a chance to answer our question from Pat, who lives in Fuquay. And she asked, I've never had anything longarm quilted at the store before. So how do I do this? How do I prepare? And I'm just going to run it through very quickly, but I'll also put lots of links in the descriptions of today's video so that you can go and check it out yourself. So we do have 296 technically long arm patterns. So when you prepare a quilt and bring it in, you will have tons of patterns to choose from. So this is the pattern book that shows you some of the different patterns. This is one of the pattern books. This is our modern pattern book. So you can flip through them this way. And then we also have tons of patterns stitched out. So we've actually stitched them out for you so you can see what they look like on fabric, because a lot of times looking at it in a book is not really going to tell you what's happening, and looking at it on fabric is going to give you a better idea of how it would look on your quilt. So we do have the books, we have the patterns on fabric, not all of them, but a lot of them. But the way that you would get going is you bring in your quilt top and your batting and your backing all separated. You don't need to do any basting or pinning or gluing or any of that. We want them all in 3 separate pieces. And we do ask that your batting and your backing are 8 inches bigger than your top. So if your top is 50 by 50, your batting and backing should be 58 minimum. It can be bigger, we don't mind. And then we're going to want you to make sure everything is ironed well, that you've cut all the extra little threads, that you've checked all your seams, because if we get a seam with a hole, sometimes the machine will actually go in there, and that is not a good thing. So we just want to make sure your quilt is in really great shape before you bring it in. We do have people here during the weekdays and then the first and third weekends, but we also encourage you to make an appointment. That way you have actually dedicated time to speak to Katie about your quilt and make sure that we get everything that you need onto our order form so that there are no miscommunications or anything like that. We also have our whole pattern library online, as well as our order forms online. So you're welcome to send in quilts from afar as well. We do accept quilts all the time. And when we return them, we'll return them with FedEx, which has tracking and required signature, just to make sure that you get it back as safely as possible. Right now, our long arm lineup is looking like mid-March. So if you bring in a quilt now, we'd have it done for you mid-March. We do actually offer rush appointments though, because we know sometimes things happen and you have to get that baby quilt done right away. So if you need a rush appointment or need your quilt back quicker, just talk to our team about that. So that is the short and skinny on long arm quilting. We have a terrific long arm quilting team of four lovely ladies who have a combined experience on long arms of over 30 years. So you're definitely getting professional experience when you do your long arming from us. And we have a large selection of backings here, as well as batting off the roll. So if you don't have your backing and batting, you can just come in with your top and we can help you do the rest. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We will see you back here from the shop on Monday. If you have more questions, I'll put the link in so you can ask me a question for Monday's video, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Bye.